Good morning, welcome back to A Common Touch of Fantasy. My name is Paul. Thank you for joining me today, August 25th, 2017. Today we're talking about Venice Drowned by Stanley Robinson. Misfit City 3. We'll be talking about what I'm reading next week and how you guys can help me decide that. But first, let's talk about Disabled People Destroy Science Fiction. It just got funded. I really like these special issues that brings together authors and stories about marginalized groups. And I'm a backer of this. Also, I love Uncanny, and I also got the fourth year as well. Looking forward to reading this once it finally gets released to all backers. Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. I'm still listening to this. I'm still not really caring for it. The logic and the science is kind of... Short story, Venice Drowned by Stanley Robinson is a reprint of a story that he wrote back in 1981, but it feels very important today. It is about climate control, the rise of the tides, and how Venice has completely been flooded, and people had to build houses on top of the houses that were already built, and that area in Italy is basically being overrun by water. And it's about these places of historical significance being drowned, and this individual takes people out on boats with scuba gear and has them dive down and see these really cool historical sites. And in this story, the individuals want to take the mural of the Madonna and move it to Japan, and our main character really doesn't like that because he feels like it should stay where it is, but if it's underwater, no one's really seeing it anyways. And it really makes you think about if climate control gets to the point where it is flooding places, we are going to lose so much history, because a lot of these amazing places are just going to be completely wiped out by water. And it really makes you think about what's important, holding on to our past, and what could happen if we don't do something about climate control. It's really good. Really enjoyed it. Tomorrow, Saturday, I'm going to talk about the essays from Clarkesworld 131. I'm going to try to read all the essays today and let you guys know which ones are the best ones and my thoughts on all of them in general. Starting on Monday, I'm going to be starting Uncanny Magazine issue number 17. This is the July-August edition. Please join me. We can read along with this. I'll be reading one story each day, and it might, last a week. It might last 2 weeks. It doesn't matter. It really depends on how many stories there are. I probably won't do the poetry, but I will do the stories and then probably all the essays, just like I did with Clarkesworld. So please join me with that. If you are a big Uncanny reader, or if you want to read some short stories with me, Uncanny issue number 17. Starting Monday, I will be reading the first story over the weekend after Saturday. And right on Monday, we'll be going in with the first story of Uncanny. And I'll talk about more of that tomorrow. I need to decide what to read next week. And you guys should help me decide what I'm going to read. I'm going to read a big fantasy book. And I'm going to be continuing 3 different series. It's the Battle of the Fantasy Titans. Let me know which one of these 3 you want me to read. Up first, Heir of Navron by Michael J. Sullivan, book 3 in his Rhaegar Revelation series, or book 2 in the Stormlight Archive, Words of Radiance by Brandon Sanderson. I just read The Way of the Kings a couple weeks ago. Or number 3, King of Thorns, book 2 of the Broken Empire trilogy by Mark Lawrence. I'll be putting up a poll on my Twitter, but also please comment below which one of those you would like to see me read next week. Misfit City 3 is from Boombox. It is a great little comic book. It really reminds me of Lumberjanes and also Giant Days. What I love about this is the different body types of all the different characters, and they basically are trying to find buried treasure. They find a treasure map, And it is a ripoff of The Goonies, and it's supposed to be a ripoff of The Goonies because in their world it's called the Gloomies, and they actually live in the town that is fictionalized in their movie. With this treasure map, though, there are people after them to try to get the treasure map from them. I really like this. It's a lot of fun so far, and I think that a lot of people on BookTube will like Misfit City. Misfit City is written by Kirsten Smith, Kurt Lustgarten, and art is by Naomi, Franquiz, and Brittany Peer. Tomorrow's comic book will be Batwoman number 5. Batwoman is by Marguerite Bennett and James Tynion IV, and the art is by Stephanie Hans. And that is actually the last issue of Batwoman that I'm going to read because I canceled my subscription. This is the last one I got. So hopefully it ends with a bang for me. And I like it. So if you have any recommendations of a short story that I should read, let me know. If you have any questions for me, book-related, personal, or discussion topic, put them in the comments below, and I'll answer them the following day. Thanks, guys, for watching. Thank you for being a supporter, and I will see you guys soon. Tomorrow, actually.